Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers versus Kyler Murray and the London Black Knights.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. And he returns this to the 22. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Love being chased out left. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
On 2nd and 7, Love. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down. Dickens, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love completes this out left to Ruggs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. Murray now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Murray off play action. Smith catches left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st down, Dickens. He's got room to run past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Henry Ruggs, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down carry for Smith. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes?
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Love airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, it's Smith.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Murray now on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Murray's throw there taken in by Smith. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Brown. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw is Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First down, going to the air with Love. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going back to Love. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Murray now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chris Barnes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get some.
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long for Love. Eluding the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And spins away. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7. They go bootleg. Love. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On third down, Love. Flush to his right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at the 43. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Play action this time with Love. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Packers. Henry Ruggs, 91 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys. I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too? Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night. No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it? Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game. Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Robinson again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll run on first down. Dickens, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll be out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. No, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dickens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.